Today, I'm giving up all control. My phone decides every shot, every lens, in every direction. Oh boy, this is going to be quite difficult. Will it make my photos better or ruin them completely? We stopped here just to kind of take in the sights for a few minutes, and a plane ended up flying right down through this valley real low. It actually ended up a few hundred feet above me, and I made a decision of not having my 104 under this time walking out. 24 to 70, just grabbed it and just started snapping shots. That was pretty cool. So here those are, and we're gonna continue on our way. All right, not to our spot quite yet. Where we're heading is just up there, that hill, not too far away. The goal tonight is just slow down, take everything in, try to come up with the best image we can with the restrictions that the phone gives us. Hopefully we're lucky enough that we get the right focal length and shoot in the right direction. Let's just go over exactly what we're doing tonight. Go ahead and grab our first image before heading on up the hill. I got an apps called Tiny Decision. All it is a wheel. So you put all your information in, it puts it on the wheel, tap it, spins, and it gives you a random outcome. So the first wheel we got has 13 different focal lengths, all the way from 24 to 400. So I'll spin it, whatever focal length it tells me to shoot at, that's what we will use. Second wheel, different degrees off of a compass. So I'll spin it and point that direction and try to find me a composition and try to come up with the best image possible. Without further ado, let's do that and see if we can pull out a nice image. All right, let's go ahead and spin for our focal length. And 300, so now I got to take out my other lens. All right, got our 100, 400 on. I don't know which direction we're gonna shoot. We're gonna shoot at 270. All right, perfect, almost the way we're aiming. All right, got something framed up with 300 millimeter. Can't get any of this foreground to give it some depth, but was able, since we do got clouds in the sky up there, we got the hill on the right, and off in the distance, we got different sets of mountains as it goes further out into the distance. So we are able to get some depth in the image, and we got some pretty decent clouds in the sky. And down at the bottom was kind of hard to see on here, but we do got some hills in the foreground. So for our first image, might come out pretty good, might not. Maybe a black and white, might not, but let's find out how it works out. Doing challenges like this, or just challenging yourself in general, sometimes you may just not be in the mood to go out. You get in a slump, and one day turns into 2, and then 3, and just compounds. Sometimes that happens to me out here on the road. I just get comfortable in one spot and kind of lose motivation sometimes. So it's just kind of a challenge. Hopefully it motivates you to get up and get out and just challenge yourself and try to come up with the best images possible and test your skills. All right, made it to the top of the hill we were headed for. Really not that bad of a view. We got snow-capped mountains off that direction. Nice big, same direction we took that last photograph in towards the sun. Sun's gonna set down over there. Got this nice hilltop here, mountains over there. Those mountains, actually, I was at the same spot, not photographing where I'm standing, but we were camping here back in 2023, and those mountains there were just completely covered with snow. This whole area is about 1.5 feet of snow, and it was also February then. So that winter, though, for everybody across the U.S. is just a real bad winter. So a little bit more milder this year. Anyway, some decent opportunities for some photographs, as long as the phone and the wheel helps us out a little bit. Hopefully we get lucky, but if not, we'll do what we can with what we got. And we're gonna go ahead and set up and see what we can get for shots while we wait for that nice golden hour. We are in Nevada this week, so let's hopefully we have good luck, win at the wheel, and win ourselves a great shot. That might work. All right, we kind of got a little bit lucky. We spun a 24mm focal length, shooting at 180 degrees, which is directly that way. So what's really working for us in this shot is we've got the big mountain to our right, that's real close to us, and the big mountains off in the distance. Not a whole lot of clouds in the sky, but we do got some, and they're down closer to the mountains themselves. And we got this gnarly looking tree in the foreground. Nice sidelight on the greenery. The biggest downfall is the tree is kind of getting lost in the background, what's behind it, or nothing separating from the foreground. But light's starting to fade real fast. Think it's gonna come up to be a halfway decent shot, so let's grab it before that light leaves us. All right, I cheated a little bit. Saw some really nice light on the snow-capped mountains over there. Had to take a shot, but it will not be part of this video. So if you want to see that shot, go to Preston Grindle Photography on Instagram. Make sure to follow and check that shot out. But what I did end up spun 200mm, shooting at 300 degrees. So right this direction is going to be the 300, shooting at 200mm. Let's frame something up, get a shot. Sun's going down quick, and really want to get a couple more shots off, because once that sun goes down, I think we'll have some nice color in the sky. But since there's no light in this valley down here, obviously, because this valley does have a lot of reds in it. We got lines running through it. We got cliff sides off in the distance that have red in them. And when that sun is hitting that, it looks so nice. But we have really nice sky above those mountains out there. So put the mountains and all those hillsides way down at the bottom of the screen, like the lower third, and just included a lot of that sky. So that's really the best I could do. So it's really more of a sky shot. I think it's still gonna be coming out pretty decent, not a magnificent shot, but had to work within the parameters, so this is what we got. All right, see what we can get. Light's leaving us. Come on, 100, not bad, and then you gotta switch lenses out. Come on, let's go towards the mountains. 120, which direction is that? All right, not the greatest. We're kind of down over this hill, shooting all the way back at 100, at 100 degrees here. Move that out of the way real quick. Oh boy, this is gonna be quite difficult. All right, the only thing I really attempt to get is this tree. Light, sun's peeking out, getting some light on it. Gonna get this tree with its cool gnarly bark, nice side light on it. Everything's coming together the best I can get it. Let's go down to F8. We'll go with that one there. Again, not the greatest, only shot we really had. All right, we need some luck now. Let's go ahead and spin focal length of 100. All right, that'll work if we can get anywhere this direction. Let's see here. We're shooting toward the orange. F11, let's bump it down. Let's just go ISO 200. No, not the super greatest. Let's take 2 shots here. taking 2 shots, a little bit less sky on the first one, so I get more of that foreground, even though it's going to be dark, but it gives it a little bit more depth with that one rolling hill down here in the bottom left. Sky is looking pretty nice. Not as nice as that last week's video, that deep red. That was not expecting that in that last video. The mountains in the background are going to be pretty silhouetted, or they will be silhouetted. All right, let's frame up for another one with all the same settings. All right, since we got that nice sky, a lot more sky this time, mountains still silhouetted. Same focal length, everything, just aiming up, giving me a lot more sky because the sky is really nice looking. ISO 100, f11, 1/13 of a second. And I'll take one a little bit faster at 20th of a second. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, a couple shots ago, did cheat again. Awesome light on that snow-capped mountain over there. So I'll be nice, end of the video, make sure you watch to the end, and whatever cheating photos I take, I'll throw up at the end. But still, check out my Instagram, because I post photos on there that I don't do during the videos. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, so you can stay up to date on all my other images that I post. All right, as you can see, the sky is looking gorgeous. I just cannot pass it up. Seems right now, spinning, we're just really rushing, which is kind of defeating the purpose. Just can't pass anything like this up. So again, where images I take, I'll throw in at the end of the video. So watch till the end. I'm gonna grab some shots and I'll be right back with you. All right, when an opportunity like that presents itself, you just cannot pass it up. That sky is on fire. Really got some nice shots, just mountain silhouetted zoomed all the way in. It was just so red. So absolutely watch it in the video. Check those images out. Really happy with those. But as far as the challenge goes, didn't come out here expecting to get awesome images for that challenge, because you're real limited. You're relying on luck as far as getting a nice focal length for the direction you're shooting in. Like I said, force you to slow down, really take in the scene that you're forced to look at, and try to pull out the best image that you can. So I think a couple actually came out halfway pretty decent. So all in all, not a total bust, just something fun to do. Once it got going, found myself getting into it a little bit more. Definitely try it out. It's fun, get you out there. I think for later on down the road, probably end up doing it again. We can just go for a hike and just walk along, just randomly stop at different areas and do it. That's why I just forcing myself to move around this hilltop, different perspective, no matter what direction. You might get the same direction, but different perspective. So keep that in mind if you go out and do it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you, again, watch it again, check out those images that I cheated on, and make sure to follow on Instagram to see any of the images I post outside of the videos. Until next week, like, comment, subscribe, share with any other people you think might enjoy this, and we'll see you on the next one.